Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo the Van Man. Get to do something I don't get to do very often. That is review a Class B camper van motorhome, guys. Today we're going to review a 2001 Leisure Travel. This is the 2A. This is a nice unit, got 75,000 miles. Hang tight, I'm going to pop a drone up down here at the farm and see you in just a second. Alright everybody, hope you enjoyed that. Now let's look at the outside of this 2001 Leisure Travel Freedom 2A. Guys, this is a wide body van, so it's a few inches wider than a standard van, which gives you the ability to have a forward facing sofa in the back that can make a double or a king size bed. And guys, looking around the van, it's in nice condition to be 20 years old. It has the 5.9 liter V8, the Dodge 360 cubic inch. It has 75,000 miles, which is really low miles for a van. Most people that own these vans don't let them become driveway queens like they do the great big motorhomes, guys. People get out and drive these things for day trips, weekend trips, and more. To see a 20-year-old van with 150,000 miles is pretty common. To see a 20-year-old van with under 100,000 miles, not so much. Got a 2.8 Onan generator, 400 hours on it, and you can see the outside to be the age looks great. Now, is it perfect? Of course not. It's 20 years old. It's like buying a 20-year-old used car. You know, you got a few. Now, Dodge is notorious for this, like around the windows, paint spotting just a little bit. And I'll be showing you this stuff because I don't want you coming down here hundreds of miles away and saying, hey, it wasn't what you said on the video. I call it like I see it, guys. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's one of the nicer 2001 vans on the market today, if you can find any at all, guys. There's none of these vans out there hardly on the market. Now I'm down here at the farm. Figured it'd be a good background. I decided instead of being there at the pond, come up toward the barn. There's fifth wheel over there that we keep up here. Got a tow hitch on the back. Got the extended roof air. And yes, folks, we're gonna make sure all that stuff works like it's supposed to. Tires look great. Got the alloy wheels. Paint looks good besides those few little spots I mentioned. Runs and drives great. And yes, we are going to drive it later in the video. Let's look at a roof shot. Let's hang tight. Let's pop the drone up for a roof shot. Alright guys, hope that looked alright. Got fiberglass roof too, I really like that. Let's look inside this Freedom van. Now this van is only 20 feet long, so very, very easy to drive and park package. And that's what makes these vans so desirable, folks. You can use these things to go cross country in. You can use them for a daily vehicle if you wanted to, for an extra vehicle, for a day tripper, weekend trip, whatever you want to use it for, guys. But as we step inside, front cab area, of course I've got my bottle of water and my camera equipment there, but seats look great. It's got a nice stereo, backup camera works great. No engine lights on, just beside the seatbelt light on because it's running and your seatbelt's not fastened up. 75, 141 on the clock. Not bad at all, guys. Power windows, power locks, air conditioner cold on the front. Dash looks great. On the Dodges, you always want to look at the dash, look for cracks. There's none of that showing. Looks like you got a USB connection. Windshield looks great. You know, one thing I like about the Leisure Travel is they have the Ride Right by Firestone, which is an adjustable airbag suspension for front and rear airbags with a built-in compressor. A few little added things the previous owners added up here. Some RCA cords. Looks like you've got some temperature, stuff like that. Place here for a small television, a really small one. Which we can add one up there if you want to. I wasn't planning on it since, you know, people drive these little vans. TV's not a big priority. But you look here, guys, got a nice kitchen area. You got a fold-up countertop extender, plenty of drawers, cabinets, single basin sink. Doesn't look like it's hardly been cooked in. Refrigerator's actually cold. I've got it on gas right now. But refrigerator and freezer is already getting cold, so I know it works. And you can see, guys, it's not been used much. Over here, across from that, you've got your bathroom. And yes, this one does have the shower, even though a lot of people take the showers out of these. You know, it's roughly about 50-50. The van buyers actually use the showers, or they'll use them one time and say, nope, not for me. But it does have one. It does have a water heater. It's got the fold-up sink. It's got the commode. And the way it works, you take this rug up, there's your shower pan. Your curtain goes all the way. Let me see if I can show this to you one-handed. Your curtain, if you can see it here, you can see the track up here toward the top. Right here's your curtain track. It goes all the way around this area to keep water out. And you take your shower. Is it pretty close? Yes. Somebody, if you're my size, is something you want to use? No. But you know, if you're smaller or normal size, you can probably use that okay. Probably not something you want to use every day. A good tip for vanners, join like Planet Fitness, something like that, a nationwide gym. It's like $12-15 a month. You can use their showers nationwide, even if you don't work out. Got a microwave convection oven, so you can bake in it. As long as you got shore power and generator on, you have a coffee maker. Of course, you can always put your solar and stuff like that on top. Here in the back, and this is where that wide body comes into play, it gives you the ability to have this forward-facing power sofa. And right now, it looks just like a regular sofa. But the way it works, you've got two switches. You can do it from either one. You've got one at the foot of the sofa, one against the back wall right behind it. And you push a button, push the right one, and it comes down. All right, there's your full-size bed. Now, if you want to make it a king-size bed, you take the table that's in the closet, and it sets between these two tracks. You've got a track right here, a track right here. And then you put your top cushions across for the rest of your mattress. You've got a king-size bed. Guys, it's a 20-foot van. It's got a king-size bed. I've got a 38-foot Class A motorhome with a queen size. So really cool. And at the end of the day, you just fold everything, or at the beginning of each day, you just fold everything back up if you want to. And you're good to go. It doesn't get much easier than that, guys. Sometimes you got to help them because we're not really level. Sorry about that. Again, guys, I'm doing this one-handed, and I'm not really rehearsing it, so sometimes these backs, you have to get it past the handle, like that, and then bring it up. Like I said, guys, 20 years old is not perfect, but it works. You just have to work with it a little bit. And looks like they've added an extra camera in here. I'm not sure what that's about. And then you got your roof air. And they didn't waste any space, guys. A lot of storage in here. And a lot of upper storage. I mean, every little corner, nook, and cranny is dedicated to storage. Even a little storage back behind there. So really, it's pretty remarkable how much engineering goes into these little vans, because guys, I drive a conversion van, which is the same size as this, just about every day, and it's so easy to drive and park once you get used to it. And you know, these little vans, you're going to get anywhere from 14, 15 miles a gallon roughly. You can't beat that. You really can't, without getting one of those Sprinter diesel vans that cost you 3 times as much, if you can even find one. And guys, this one right here got all the books and manuals. Everything's in there. Nice van. I don't get many of these in, and every one of these I get sells within hours. I don't think this one's going to be an exception, especially for this price. Last one of these I had was was it $15,000 more, and I actually had a dealer from up north come down, pay me every penny I was asking for it, as is. These little vans, guys, are so hard to find. People look for these things. They're not easy to find, as so many of you already know. I mean, there's something you can easily drive, easy park. This unit's going to go through our, even though it's a 2001, it's going to go through our world famous 4-page inspection process. So we're going to make sure everything on that list works. If you want to see a copy of that inspection process and everything this van's going to go through after you purchase it, us fixing anything on that list that may not work, if anything at all, check it out. It's in the video description below. There'll be a link to it. Nobody else in this industry does that, guys. Most dealers on used RVs, you may get a propane system checked to make sure it's not leaking. That's pretty much it. Everything else is as is where it is, but we go through the full inspection process. Then after this unit's been inspected, it gets cleaned up inside and out. Then we call you after we do a final walkthrough, make sure we're happy with it. We'll call you to set up an appointment to pick up your new to you leisure travel. Once you arrive here at the appointed time, the tech that checked it out, or my walkthrough expert Preston, is going to go through this van with you, show you how to operate everything, show you everything on that list works, answer any questions you have, give you tips, tricks, pointers, and more. It does have a trailer hitch. I did not look up what the towing capacity is. I'm sure it's at least 5,000 pounds. I'll make sure it's in the video description below if I can find it. Of course, most people that drive these vans, they don't tow a toad with them, or a runabout, or car. Most of the time, they'll have a boat, if at most, or a jet ski, or a golf cart, or motorcycle, something like that on a little trailer. You know, these little vans, you really don't need a second vehicle with these things. They're so easy to set up and down from the campground. And you know, these little vans with that generator, you can park into a parking lot overnight. You know, if you're traveling, you can stop somewhere, rest, as long as it's permitted. In the area you're in, you can stop somewhere and rest. Really neat, guys. And you know, a lot of people like these vans because a lot of people live in HOAs. Depends on how smart your HOA is. A lot of times you can park one of these out front of your house and just tell them it's a regular passenger van. They won't think it's an RV. And that just, again, depends on how smart your HOA is. But guys, it's a nice unit, really clean. Class C's and Class B's are the two rarest thing in the market right now on travel trailers. Class B probably right now being the current rarest thing you can find. So don't blame me. Look how many Class B vans you can find for under 25 grand. You're gonna come right back to this one. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna head back to the lot, get my assistant, load it up, and we're gonna take it for a test drive. So if you got any questions, please call 706-965-7929. Call before coming to look. I very strongly encourage you to leave an immediate deposit on this one, because if you don't, the next person will. So many people are looking for these vans and nobody has them, guys. These are so nice. They're great they're a very versatile vehicle. You know, for a person or a couple at the most. Now, these aren't designed for families, 2 people max. That's what they're designed for, guys. And everything you need, nothing you don't. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. And of course, Onan, I have very, very limited financing. As a matter of fact, most vans, you've got to pay quite a bit of money down, probably at least half. You know, so if you're wanting to finance a Class B van, you're probably going to have to go up in price in several year models to get anything close to, you know, 75-80% financing. You know, on these older vans, you've got to pay at least half down. If you don't have half down, no matter how good your credit is, then you're not going to get approved unless you get a personal loan or equity line at your house or something like that. That's just the nature of these vans, guys. These things are, you know, I know people say, well, the book value is only this. Try to find one for that. You'll be looking for 20 years. You'll never find one of these vans for book value, guys. I'm a dealer. I can't even buy them for book value. Nothing even close. It's the nature of what they are, guys. I mean, you look at a Volkswagen Winnebago Rialta. Book $6,000, $7,000. You can't touch one of those in any kind of condition for less than 30. And those things are older than this. You know, I have to pay a lot, way over retail for these vans. So, I mean, I'm not getting rich on it by no means, but, you know, you can't buy these things for book, guys, unless it's just, and if you can find one for book, there's a reason why. It's either falling to pieces, wore out, or just one step ahead from going to the junkyard. And the fact that we go over these RVs and make sure that everything on them works like they're supposed to as far as our inspection says a lot, guys. That says a lot, because not many dealers do that on this age of vehicle for this price. $24,900 is 100% absolutely non-negotiable, haggle-free, firm, however you want to say it, guys. That's what it takes to buy it. If you want it inspected, if you want everything looked at, fixed if needed, guys, that's $24,900 plus tax. That's it. I'm not playing games. I'm not charging no fees. Besides, if you are a Georgia resident, you will have to pay a tag and title fee, but which is like $40-50. But everybody out of state doesn't pay that, and you'll pay any applicable sales tax. But guys, if you've got questions about that, our phone number is 706-965-7929. You know, I've done videos on hundreds of these vans, guys, and right now we're in an RV shortage like I've never seen as far as these Class B vans are concerned. And I'm sure many of you have quickly figured that out. That's been looking for them online. Everyone you see is gone when you call about it. And I do suggest calling, guys. If you wait on the email, you probably won't get this thing. Call 706-965-7929 right now before it's gone. Look at the video description. If it's sold or has a deal pending, I will go ahead and put that on there. So if it says sold or deal pending, then it's already. Now, if it says deal pending, go ahead and call. See if they can put you on a backup list, because you never know. Sometimes deals fall apart, but only about 1 out of maybe 15 do. So, wow. Nothing sagging. Headliner's not sagging. No smoke or pet odors. $24,900 unless you want to take it as is, and I'll give you a little bit of a discount. But you got to understand, as is means anything that doesn't work, it's up to you to fix it or not fix it. It's your RV, lock, stock, and barrel. It's like you married your spouse, for better or worse. But thank you for watching, guys, and I'm gonna get packed up and head back to the lot, and I'll see you here in a minute with a test drive of this van. Hang tight. All right, everybody, now we're gonna test drive this 2001 Leisure Travel, and 75,000 miles Dodge 360. I'll do a pretty good job here. Let's take her on up the road. Man, guys, you know, the good thing about these vans, this is something anybody can drive. I mean, these things are so easy to drive and park that, you know, if you've been intimidated by the size of a bigger motor home, if you can drive a full-size SUV or a pickup truck, you can drive this van with no problem. And let's take it up the road here. I may have left the door open in the back there. Sorry about that. Man, sounds good. Good pickup power. Transmission shifts good. Brakes feel good. It's not pulling to the left or the right that I can tell. I'm already running 45. That's a good thing about it. This is built on a 1-ton chassis, so it's got the heavier duty rear end, transmission. don't feel any vibrations from the front end. And we're going to take it down the interstate. Of course, I don't think, well, if I was somebody to pull out in front of me, I don't think getting to 60 is going to be an issue with this. Get it on a little bit. Oh yeah. I have to slow down a little bit, get behind this truck, see how it feels in the wind zone. Not bad at all. I'm not having to fight it. Now, I feel it more than I would in a big Class 8 motorhome, of course, but not bad at all. We'll hit the cruise control. Cruise does work. Drives like a van. See how it feels with this truck coming up beside me. Pushing me around bad at all, guys. This is very easy to control. One-handed driver. Not bad at all. To be a 20-year-old vehicle, this thing drives great. If something you think you're interested in, folks, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Don't expect to see me review many of these, not for a long time. These are very, very hard to find and in very high demand. But if something you think you're interested in, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Feel free to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave a comment. Thank you again for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.